What's up, YouTube? I am back with another video. It's Melissa Kathryn here, helping you to thrive in life in a body that you love. So we're all about releasing everything that doesn't serve you so you can put your energy and attention on your dreams, not on a diet or anything that's filled with lack thinking. So today you're going to love what I have for you. It is 8 manifestation principles to truly transform your mind and your body. So these are 8 manifestation principles to get your ideal body. So let's dive into them. But before we do, I do want to share with you that my Love Your Body, Lose the Weight signature program is on sale now. And you get to use promo code I am worthy now. I'll put the information below, but if you like me, like the way that I teach, you will love this program. It is world renowned. I did it for myself. It was a channel program from my heart. It forever healed me and changed my life forever for the better. It was incredible. I healed my relationship with my food, with my body, and most of all, just fell so in love with myself through the process. And if that's something that you're interested in, definitely check it out. If you have any questions, let me know. Let's dive into today's video. So 8 manifestation principles to get your ideal body. So whatever your ideal body is for you, this is you getting your best body, getting the best shape of your life, whatever your goals are, these principles will work for you and they're a game changer. So why mindset and why manifestation? So here's the thing. You can Google what to eat, how to move. You can be on YouTube and there's a 50 million tips. But the whole thing is we want to do them. And there's a reason why you're not. And one thing I can say that I hear and receive messages all the time is, Melissa, I know what to do, but I'm just not doing it. And I get it. I get it because I've been you. I would say the fact that I struggled with my weight. I had orthorexia nervosa, emotional eating, compulsive eating. I understand the food shame and guilt game. And I also know that so much of it is our mindset. And it's how you relate to yourself and what you believe to be true about you. So let's dive in. My very first tip that I have for you is really, really dropping into and writing the story of what your weight loss journey gets to be for you. So I want you to sit down, and it's a process of scripting. I'm sure you've heard about it if you've been in the manifestation world. And if you haven't, I do it a bit differently. So I want you to sit down. I want you to have a journal specifically for this process. And I want you to think about who is the person that you would love to tell and love to recap, and just that you would pick up the phone and be like, oh my, you would not believe what just happened for me, and this is so crazy and it worked. It happened. I want you to write down in detail in the present tense or in the past tense. This happened for me. I released the weight. It was so easy. It felt so good. It was effortless. I don't even know. I wasn't even thinking about it before I knew it. My clothes were too big for me and everyone was telling me how good I looked. And everywhere I'm going, people are asking me, what did I do? And complimenting me left and right. And I ended up going to lunch with my friends from high school or college, and everyone could not stop talking about how good I looked. Or, my partner saw me, come out of the shower and they were like, what? Whoa. And just couldn't keep their hands off me. You know how sometimes when you live with someone and it's like they don't see it. And then all of a sudden one day it shows up and they notice the changes. So get excited. I'm getting excited for you. Get excited about the process. Get excited about what that gets to look like for you. Because I know that sometimes when we say weight loss is a journey, it's like, can it just happen yesterday? But the thing is, if we just instantly got everything, we would never become who we're meant to be. And that would defeat the whole purpose of being on this planet. That would defeat life. So I know you might be in the point of, once I get there, I'll change. Once I get the body, I'll do this and I'll be that. But you need to be that first. We're going to get to that in point 2. But step 1 here is truly, I want you to get into the energy of whether it's you writing a letter to, you're journaling to the universe or God or your partner or your best friend, but you're really dropping into the energy and you're writing the story of this happened for me and letting it come to life. Now, why do we do this? See, the dream doesn't know a difference. The dream doesn't know a difference. The mind doesn't know a difference between a dream or reality, right? So the more that we impress upon the mind what we want to be our reality, it will become our reality. It's law. It will happen. And the more that we rinse and repeat it and do it over and over again, the faster it will happen. So we don't just want to do this once. And that's a mistake that happens often is, oh, I wrote that journal. Okay, I'm on to the next thing. No, we need to do it over and over again. So I want you to take these 8 principles and I want you to do them. And I want you to notice which one really feels the most powerful for you. And that's the one that I want you to rinse and repeat until the potency kind of dies out and then move on to the next one. And if you're really a superstar, do all of them. Pick the ones that really, really speak to you the most and start doing them and mixing them up. The more that you saturate your current world with what we call the alternate reality, the imagined reality, right? As Neville Goddard would say, the imagined mind is the godlike mind. The imagined mind, the more that we get into the imagined mind, the more the imagined mind becomes our reality, right? It's so delicious. It's so good. Okay, so you have to let me know. So that's what you're going to do. And then I want you to write a story each day about what it's like to be this version of you, what happened. And if it feels really good, read that story over and over again. Read the story of, I got the body. Oh, it was so easy. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. I love learning what my body wants to eat. I love, finding the restaurants that have what I like. Or if you like to cook, all of a sudden, I've learned about these new foods, or it's so fun for me to go shopping now, and start acting as that version of you. What are the different vignettes when you have that ideal body? Going shopping, getting a bathing suit, celebrating with friends, walking and looking at yourself and admiring yourself naked, going on vacations, looking forward to vacations without the trauma. And when I say trauma and drama of when it feels like traumatic when you're struggling with your weight and you have to go and be in a bathing suit around family or friends where you just feel like you're judging yourself and you're being judged, even though you're not, but you feel like you are in your head. So you tell yourself you are, right? It's traumatic. So instead, I want you to write, what's the scenario? What's the family vacation you're going on this year? And now, though, you're coming in hot, girl. You're coming in the body, right? So these are the things. So I want you to have a journal where you're going to commit to this for 90 days. And you're going to write with that, from that energy, all different scenarios. You can be writing it to me. Melissa, I watched her video and it's so true. And now I'm doing this and now I'm doing that. Okay. This brings me to step 2. So step 1, we've written in the I am, I have, and we've gotten in the vibrational energy and we're saturating ourselves each day. We're dropping into that, right? We're either starting off our morning with that or we're ending and going into our evening with that, with our evening routine before bed. These are our 2 most potent manifesting times, right upon waking, right? And before we go to bed, saturating the mind, reprogramming the mind, and bringing to life what we want to be our reality. And watch how seamlessly you start eating in accordance with that body. I'm telling you, it works. I see it time and time again. I do it myself. Okay. Step 2. I'm looking down to look at my steps here. I want to make sure I'm covering everything. How would you act if you were already her? How would you act if you had the body? How would you act as that version of yourself, right? Because that version of yourself would not be skipping workouts. That version of yourself would not be walking around your house in all black, wearing a bun on top of your head with oversized clothes. That version of you would want to be seen. That version of you would be having so much fun. That version of you would be putting on makeup and being like, what am I doing today? That version of you would show up in a big way, right? That version of you would be prepping your food. That version of you would be going, we do our workouts because we want to maintain. We love how good we look. We love our energy. That version of you would want to go to bed earlier. What would be and how would that version of you be operating? She would look at menus before she goes to the restaurant. She would take pride in her appearance. She would go and probably be eating different foods. She would have a 30-ounce water bottle that would be hanging out with her. She would operate differently. There would be vitamins that she would take. She would have a skincare routine. You would start doing things differently. The way that you would talk to yourself, you would admire yourself in the mirror. You would be writing and recording your journal. I don't know. You have to tell me, but what would that be for you? Put it in the comments below. Let's share with one another. What are some things that you would do as that version of you? Share, and because you guys are a wealth of knowledge and everybody here can learn from one another. So share in the comments below and let's learn from each other and give each other ideas of things that maybe you would do that somebody else wouldn't think of that would be great for them. Okay. And I'd also love to hear at the end of this, what is your top tip that you're going to do? We're going to talk about that because I really want to put you into action here. I as much as I love you being here, I really want you to get the results. So let's get into action, right? So I want to know after I share these tips, which one are you going to do? And I'll come back to that at the end of today's video. So the next one that I want to say is, and this is really, really powerful, and I want to say this, is we want to take energy out of foods being good foods versus bad foods. Remember, the universe, your body, and your body are responding to everything you think. Your cells are picking up on everything you think on a cellular level. So when you sit and are about to eat a food and you go, this food, now I'm going to have to work out double time. Now this food is going to put on the weight. Now I have to, now I already blew my diet. I might as well just keep eating. I might as well do. So your body's responding to all of that and your body's going, oh, we need to put on weight. Okay, we need to do this. So we really want to pay attention to our words and we want to neutralize. There are no good or bad foods. And I love this statement, and this is something to manifest. This is so good. You tell yourself as you're about to eat, my body loves what I'm about to eat, and it releases what it doesn't with ease. My body loves what it's about to eat, and it releases what it doesn't with ease. Okay? And so you say that as you're about to eat. It's a beautiful, energetic exchange, and it's releasing any negative connotations around food so that your body's going, oh, this is just fuel. This is just fuel, right? And when you really are dropped into that identity, then you don't want to be overeating, right? But so all of this is going to tie together. I'm going to share with you how. So we want to neutralize foods. So the next thing that I want you to do to manifest your ideal body, to get your best body, is I want you to start shopping for new clothes. I want you to think about where you would want to shop, and I want you to start pulling them up and creating shopping carts online and putting in the clothes that you would love to wear. And I want you to imagine that you're buying them. I want you to imagine that this is what's coming to you, that these are the clothes that you're going to be fitting into, that this is what you're going to be doing. So, and notice as resistance comes up of, well, I'm so far from that. Like I could never. You don't have to put the size in the cart. You just get to go virtually shopping for the things that you want and to feel like they're coming for you. Remember, the mind doesn't know a difference between a dream or reality. And when you start shopping for those vacation clothes, the vacation's going to come. And so is the body. We want to drop into this state and do these things as often as possible. Okay. Step 5, we really want to be looking at what is our inner dialogue? What are our inner conversations? What are the things that we are saying are possible for ourselves? What are we saying about ourselves and our bodies? Are we not even looking at ourselves in the mirror? That's an energetic slap across the face. That is you saying to your own self, to your own soul, that you don't deserve your own love, your own acknowledgement of yourself. That kills me. So I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and repeat and go in front of the mirror and say, I love you. I love you. I really, really love you. I love you. We are more than this weight. We are more than this body. You are perfect exactly as you are. I love you as you are. Because the truth is, love, all any of us want is to be loved for who we are and to be accepted who we are, as we are. And that first and foremost must come from you. And the more it comes from you, trust me, the world will mirror you. So you want to stand in front of the mirror, and something that I love to do is I hug myself first thing in the morning and before I go to bed. It's my soul's recognition of myself in myself, and I say, I love you. I love you. You are perfect exactly as you are. Everything we need is within you. I love you. I accept you. I am you. I see you. You are beautiful. You are magnificent. You are loved and you are lovable. I've got you. I've got you. That right there. Did you feel that? I hope you felt that. That's such a beautiful transmission from like between us, right? And I want you to take that. I want you to do that each day. It is so beautiful and so healing, and it will change you. I promise you. Okay. Next, your future self. So I know we always hear about acting as your future self, but until you actually write down who she is and what she does, then you have a clear plan for how to operate, and you get to start asking yourself, am I doing what the version of me that has this body, that release this weight easily, am I talking to myself that way? Am I eating in accordance with her? How am I showing up each day? What am I doing to operate in that way? So really just start to look at that and start to go into your closet and look and go, do these clothes make me feel good, or am I wearing them because I tell myself like, why even bother? Or like I'll go shopping when I get the body. I'll go and do this when I get the body. How much of life are you putting off until you get the body? See, it's the putting off of life, the putting off the joy, the putting off of loving you now, the putting off of you looking good now that's keeping the body away. See, you're telling the universe there's a time delay. You're saying delay good things coming from me, delay joy and positivity, delay effortless weight loss happening, because I can't have good things until I work hard in this. That's a story, and you're creating a time delay. You're creating an energetic block to the things that you want. So I want you to make a list of all the things that come up when you think about weight loss. What are the words that come up right away? Is it, it's hard, it's difficult, it can't happen for me, it could happen for her, but not me, it takes a long time, I have to restrict, I have to deprive myself, I have to diet, I have to really calorie count, I have to track everything, I only lose weight when I do macros, my hormones, I'm going through menopause, I'm aging. What are the stories that you tell yourself? Because I've defied all odds. I don't have a thyroid. I'm 45 years old. I healed myself of cancer. I look better than I did 15 years ago. I'm aging backwards. I haven't done work on myself. And I have a story that it's easy, that it's effortless for me. And if I even notice that weight's coming on and I feel whatever, I don't fixate. I don't go into a panic. I'm just like, it'll come off in like a moment. Like it means nothing about me. I don't stay in because I don't make myself wrong. I don't fixate on it. I don't obsess. What are you making your weight mean about you? That's what's doing the most damage. And what I primarily want you to hear here more than anything is we want to get out of your head and onto paper all of the resistant thoughts, all of the lack consciousness, all of the doubts, because that's actually what's energetically blocking you from having this be an easy process. So once we create a column of the things that are blocking us, on the flip side, then I want you to rewrite in the I have the opposite. So let me give you an example. If you have this can't happen for me, you're going to write and affirm the positive. It worked. It happened for me and it was easy. And then in the middle ground, you want to look at what is the story there? Where did it come from? What's the root? We go deep into this in our Love Your Body, Lose the Weight program. And when I work with people, but start to look at what's the root? Where did this come from? Is it from years of dieting? You know, when I hear people say, oh, I've been on a diet my whole life, or I've been struggling with my weight my whole life, I go, if you've been struggling with your weight, I always say, if you've been struggling with your weight for more than a year, you don't have a weight issue. You have a relationship with food and a lack of one with yourself. So we really want to look at what's going on, because subconscious blocks are a real thing. And our subconscious runs 98% of our actions on a given day. So consciously you might think, no, I've got this. No, I love myself. But you really want to check in and go, do I believe that I'm deserving of good things? Do I believe that it can be easy for me? Do I believe that I'm more than this body? Do I believe that weight loss is something that I can do and that my life could, that it could change for me, that it could be that easy, that I could love to be seen, that I am enough, right? Because I always find there's three quintessential limiting beliefs that happen when we struggle with our weight. It's I'm not enough, I'm not deserving, and I'm not worthy. So when we can start to dig deeper on those, and I'll do those in the next video, that's where a lot of that can come in. And if you want support in any of that, just click any of the links below. I know we have some different openings. So yes, I am here to support you. I got you, boo. All right. So we want to really check in on what those blocks are. So those blocks are going to support you. Now, the next thing that I want to tell you, and this is so awesome. I want you to drop into, this is like one of my faves. This is our last and final is, I want you to keep a journal of what people say to you and all the different compliments that you hear and what it's, oh my gosh, you look so good. Wow, you are glowing. Wow, you seem to just have endless energy. Oh my, what did you do? How do you look so good? I want you to listen to and start to write down all the things that people say to you and really, really drop into that energy and let it flow from you, meaning let a visualization play out and start to write down those different scenarios. So I know we did this in step 1, but I want you to actually you can jot it down, notes in your phone, you can have a journal, but what would be the things that people would say to you? You know, like just think about it. Like if you run into people, what would people say to you? Like you're trying on clothes, would people just sit there and say like, wow, you have such a fantastic body, or you look amazing in that, or you are so beautiful, or oh my gosh, like, you know, just what's different about you, right? Really, really allow your mind to get caught up in the feeling state of the embodied state of that being your reality. So what we're doing here is tying in a lot of different scenarios that would be yours, right? When you become that version of you. And these are going to support in you releasing the weight and in the aligned actions, right? And my last and final that I'm going to say is this: we have to take inspired action. So if you're like, manifestation is nothing without inspired action. That's how the universe meets you. So yes, we get to sit here and get clear and get in the energetic vibration, but it's also the actions, right? And so it's not, if you're in faith and you're in the knowing that body is yours, then you are not going to sit and weigh yourself every moment of the day or every morning. That's a scarcity. That's a fear base. Is it going to happen? Did it happen? Did it happen yet? If you are in the knowing, the dropped in belief and energy, then are you upset with yourself? Or if you overeat at a meal, are you beating yourself up? Are you like, oh my gosh, I'm throwing the baby out with the bathwater, as they say, and I'm going to beat myself up and I'm going to make myself wrong? No, you're just like, blip on a radar. It's okay. Like my body knows I've got a great metabolism. It's just one day. Like I wake up, tomorrow's a new day. Food's just food. It has no bearing on me, right? It doesn't mean anything about who I am. And it's definitely not going to make me, it's not going to impact my mood or detract from the joy of my day, right? When you're already that version, you're in an aligned faith and knowing, right? So there are no doubts. You're not beating yourself up. There's no guilt or shame around food. Food is just food. It's a neutral resource. It has no bearing on your worth, right? And so it doesn't matter if you missed a workout. It's not like I like, oh my God, I'm going to gain so much weight and now everything and my calories, right? That's all fear-based thinking. So I want you to check yourself before you wreck yourself with that one, right? We don't want to go there. We want to drop back into love and into connection. And when you notice yourself going there, because we're very conditioned. If you've been a dieter for a long time, that's just your drama response on a day-to-day. That's how so we have to catch yourself and go, no, I don't think that way anymore. I treat myself with love. I'm more than this body. And my weight is just weight, but it does not define me. I say I'm enough and I'm good. And there's no lack that lives within me. So I don't need to overeat to suppress or numb out, right? I get to connect in with me. And we really want to look at inspired action. So my inspired action for you is this. I'm putting you into action here. That's what we do here on this channel. What step from these 8 steps are you going to put into action? Which is the favorite? Which one's calling to your higher self that you're going to do today? Let me know in the comments below, and please share any additional things that you know that have worked for you that could help somebody else here. And let's all become our best selves this year. All right. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. And like I said, Love Your Body, Lose the Weight is on sale now. Use the promo code I am worthy now. I will put a link below. And if you're interested in working with me in any other capacity, all the links are below. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video.